Woo! We're talking about NFTs today, baby. The only two NFTs that I think are worth holding right now, and the reasons behind that. We'll get to that in a second. But if you've been thinking about doing anything with NFTs, you need to watch this video. But before we get into that, we got to do a quick, very, very urgent update. This is urgent because yesterday, guys, 2,500 people watched the video that I put out about my entire portfolio on altcoins. And we're going to talk about NFTs. But right now, if you're watching this video and you haven't watched this video, you are smoking crack, okay? Because seriously, I am up 6% today, this morning on this portfolio, and you could be too. There are coins that are literally going bananas. Derace is up 4% today, but it's up like literally, I don't know, 160% in the past 7 days. Altura's up 18% today. It was up 20% yesterday. Polkadot, which is the core of this entire theory, right? It's up 5% today, guys. It basically bottomed out yesterday. It kind of went down. It bottomed out right here along with Bitcoin, which means that everything that I said in that video is about to come true. So I honestly feel bad for you if you don't own things like Moon River, up 11% today. Oh, so juicy. If you don't own things like Polkadot, I feel bad. And like, honestly, I can show you, you can like listen to me, but I'm just some guy, right? Pentoshi is probably one of the best crypto traders on the internet right now. And he said, I can honestly say, this is yesterday. Today is the most bearish replies that I've had in weeks, 100% hands down. The chart on BTC funding is negative, which means that whenever funding is negative, someone is about to get wrecked, which is why I tweeted last night. If you follow me on Twitter, I tweeted that Bitcoin is about to rip, and guess what it did? It ripped. And Pentoshi is here basically talking shit, and I love it. He says, hey, good night, but you should check your email from Binance because you probably got liquidated because I told you 500 times that this was the support. I told you. I'm telling you guys, it's not that complicated, okay? And then he said, I'm going back to bed, but just remember that people were telling you yesterday to short the support, but then the price acted as support and the price went up. And if this is too complicated for you and you don't understand what support is, you probably shouldn't be trading crypto anyway, but my man Pentoshi actually does this shit, okay? He doesn't have a little program where you pay him $97 a month to learn about crypto. He just actually makes money. Like, look where he woke up this morning, okay? So if you're gonna follow anyone about Bitcoin, I would follow Pentoshi. That was just a free thing. So let's talk about NFTs. Is anyone excited? You want to hear my story real quick? My NFT journey. I came into NFTs. You know, I have a little bit of money, right? And so the first thing I did is I bought a crypto punk, right? I bought this punk right here for 110 Ethereum on August 30th, as you can see. She's a nice, lovely lady. My goal is just to flip her, probably get her up to $1 million in flip, right? Eventually, here's what actually happened to me. I lost 25 Ethereum. Look, I sold it for $84.97 a few days ago. I bought it for 110, so I lost 25 Ethereum on this deal. I'll talk a little bit more about why I ended up just selling for a loss on this deal in a second. The second thing that I bought when I came into the NFT world is the other thing that I knew about, right? The first thing that came to my head, which was the Bored Ape Yacht Club, right? This guy, absolutely sick, right? He was my profile picture for a couple days. I mean, he's kind of badass. I really do like him. It was hard to sell him because I just like the way he looks. But honestly, I bought him for, as you can see right here, I bought him for 51 Ethereum and I ended up selling him 8 days later for a 10 Ethereum loss. And you're probably thinking, Kale, you're really bad at this NFT thing. And yes, I am really bad at this thing. And that is why I figured after I lost that money, I figured out how to actually do this correctly. So let's talk about how you can actually do this correctly, okay? So you don't lose your ass. Because, you know, I hate to break it to you guys, but I've been in business for a long time. I sold $50 million worth of stuff to random people on the internet over the past 3 years. So I'm pretty good at running a business and pretty good at making money. And a lot of you out here watching this aren't. Like, you're just not. You don't even know how to make money in the first place, much less buy NFTs and make money from doing that. So if I'm messing it up, you're definitely messing it up. So you need to pay attention, okay? So here's what I've learned, okay? The only two NFTs that I currently hold, which we'll get to in a second, have utility. They literally poop out. They literally crap out money. Okay, that's very important. This Bored Ape Yacht Club doesn't crap out money. They have a community. They have alpha in those communities. Alpha just means stuff that I'm sharing with you right now, right? The keys to the kingdom, the stuff that the rich people know that you don't know, you need to know that stuff, okay? And then incentive to hold, buy two, okay? We'll talk about this in a second, but basically the NFTs that you want to buy have some kind of incentive for those people to not sell them, because if they sell them, they're dumping on your heads, and getting dumped on is not what you want. Okay, so let's talk about the actual examples because it'll be easier to understand. Okay. This is what I actually hold, the two NFTs. Number one is a Cyberkongz Genesis. Okay, Cyberkongz. These are, I didn't even know about these. If I would have known about these before I bought the Punk and the Ape, trust me, I never would have bought the Punk or the Ape. This is my man Gussie. This is my profile picture. Obviously, I'm never going to sell this guy. He's not for sale. He's incredible. I bought him down here for 41 Ethereum, as you can see, 14 days ago. 14 days ago, okay? Just keep that in your brain. 14 days. Wow. Okay, so now, fast forward 14 days. These things, the floor, the lowest priced one for one of these Cyberkongz Genesis, there's only 1,000 of them, by the way. There's only 1,000 of them. That's very important. We'll get to that in a second. Is 90 Ethereum. Yesterday it was 100 Ethereum. So it's around there somewhere. So this thing has literally more than doubled in price. So I've more than doubled my money here, and I've more than made up for my losses on, you know, the Punk and the Ape. And so that's pretty awesome, right? I have a pretty valuable asset here. What is 90 Ethereum worth these days? Like, I don't know, 350 grand or something, 360 grand. I mean, that's a lot of money. So I understand if you don't have a lot of money to buy one of these right now. I get that. We're going to talk about that in a second. But it is pretty cool to see what happens when you have we'll just talk about number 3 first, right? An incentive to hold, right? So when the price is going up this fast, there's an incentive just to hold on to this crap, right? Like you literally are making money hand over fist, and there's only 1,000 of them, right? So the chances are, if you sell your Cyberkongz, if you sell your Genesis, you ain't gonna get it back, right? So that's a big incentive to hold. The other incentive that is obviously very important that comes along with this, and this is the biggest one, guys. This is what I would be looking for if I was you and I really wanted to invest in NFTs. Honestly, I wouldn't be buying any NFTs other than this and the other one I'm about to show you. I would be buying alts. I would be buying all of the altcoins from this video. Are you serious? Like, oh my, do you like money, or do you just want to like flip JPEGs and lose money? Like, I don't understand what your problem is, but this is what you should look for in an NFT, okay? Like Cyberkongz, if you go to their website right here, right, it's amazing. There's 3 different types. So you have the Genesis, you have the Baby, and you have the VX. We'll talk about those in a second. But the thing that it really got to me, right, is if I go up here to my Kongs, right, it says that I have 139 banana pending. Banana! Banana? I love bananas. I actually do love bananas. They're freaking amazing, right? And I have 139 bananas. So what the hell is a banana? Well, a banana is a token, just like a crypto, right? And right now, a banana goes for $43. Now, this is where the magic happens, guys, okay? The magic is here. Every single day, if you have a Genesis Cyberkongz like I do, you get 10 bananas for the next 10 years by doing nothing, just by owning this asset, okay? It's called passive income. I don't know if you've heard that word. Pretty big buzzword on the internet, right? Now, if you multiply 4266 times 365, or 10 bananas a day times $43 times 365, you get $156,000 a year in passive income. Holy crap. I mean, who is investing in real estate these days? Who's investing in anything? Are you serious? 156K for owning a picture of a gorilla? And the gorilla doubles in value in 3 weeks? That's a pretty good deal, guys. That is an investment that I would like to be able to spot next time, right? And so if you're looking at NFTs, it needs to look like a Cyberkongz. The community needs to be tight. It needs to have a small. We don't need 10,000 of these, okay? We need 1,000. 1,000 would be great, right? Or less, right? And we need utility. We need it to literally pay us money, or else we're not interested, okay? Does that make sense? So we talked about that. We talked about utility. We talked about the community. We haven't talked about the community yet. This is the most important part. This is the actual reason why I joined the Cyberkongz. So I'm going to skip over the next NFT that I own real quick and just talk about the community, because this is why I actually wanted it. So I saw people tweeting about it. I really wanted to get into this Wall Street Kongs Discord right here, right? If you've heard about this, they talk about it on Leo, they talk about it on Becker a lot. It's basically where there's a lot of good information about stuff that's upcoming, because you have people in here that basically just want to make money and they're all in it together, right? So Wall Street Kongs, this channel, is a really great place to be when it comes to actually knowing what's going to happen and going to make money before it makes money, okay? A good example of this is loot, okay? As any of you guys remember loot? Loot is literally just words on a piece of paper. It was an NFT. They literally minted these for free, and people were talking about loot in this group before it was minted, okay? So a lot of people in this group minted them for free, and then they sold for $1 million in like a week. $1 million for free, just by being in a group. Like, it is important to have a nice alpha-based group, okay? And so I wanted in this group, but how do you get in the group? Well, to get in the group, you actually have to buy a Kong, okay? You have to buy, not this one, you have to buy a Cyberkong, right? And so there's the baby Kongs. Remember I told you there's the Genesis, there's only 1,000, and there's the baby Kongs. These babies are basically your ticket into the Wall Street Kongs Discord channel, okay? There's only 3.6 thousand, or 3,600, which is less than the apes, which I love. The floor has been rising like crazy. It was like 1 ETH a few days ago, so it's going up a lot. But basically, you just buy one of these cuties. They're super cute and cool, and then you get access to this Discord channel, right? Which is worth it in my opinion. Like, if you don't have money for a Genesis, I get that, but I would definitely grab a baby. There's some really smart people in here. There's some NBA players in here. There's some really smart dudes in here, okay? And that's the ticket. That's the entrance ticket. But when I got in here, I was like, where's the real, millionaires at? Like, I get it. Like, there's definitely some really rich people in here and some smart people who know what they're doing. But I was like, where's the big dogs at, right? Because I want to hang out with the millionaires because that's just who I want to be with. And I figured out that they're in this Genesis hall right here. But when I was in here with the babies, I couldn't actually access this. Can you guys see this? This Genesis hall. Like, this wasn't a thing, right? And so by buying a Genesis Kong, it gave me access to this Genesis hall. And we have literally everyone in this hall, like, I'm not gonna lie, is a multimillionaire and has no incentive to sell their Genesis Kong because they're like me. Like, why would I sell my Kong? All I want is the information in this group. I don't need the money. I don't need the 90 Ethereum, right? And I know that might sound cocky and annoying to a lot of you out there who like, oh my God, if I had 90 Ethereum, I'd probably be on vacation on a beach somewhere. Oh, that sounds so nice. Once you get to a certain level, guys, all you want to do is multiply it, right? Multiply. And that's what you do if you're in a group like this. Like, there are some dogs in this group. Like, there are people in this group that make me, Becker, Elio look tiny. Look like little ants. Like legitimately own like 10 of these Kongs and Fidenza and 6 punks, and they have 20,000 Ethereum on their public wallet. Like, I'm not even joking. They're in this group, okay? So if you can afford to get in this group, you should probably do it quick because the floor is not going to go down. Because remember, let's go back to the board, and don't get bored on me here. I'm going to show you my other NFT. Remember, there's 2 that I'm invested in, okay? There's 2. The last one, okay? Incentive to hold, right? Well, first of all, community. Like, you can't get better alpha than the Genesis Kong channel. You can't. You can't get better alpha than the Wall Street Kongs channel, besides the Genesis Kong. But incentive to hold, I mean, seriously, if I sell, I'm never going to be able to sell my ape. Or my Kong. Number one, because it's literally the face of this channel. Like, I can't sell it because it's my identity, right? It's my freaking identity. But number 2, if I sell it, I lose access to all my millionaire buddies. Like, there's 1,000, I now have access to 1,000 smart millionaires, and I'm not going to lose that. I'm just not. So I'm never going to sell. And neither are any of the people in here because they don't need the money. So this floor right here is never going down. Never, ever. And so it's absolutely the best investment I've ever made. And that leads me to my final point before I talk about the last NFT, is that you need to buy 2. Okay? If you are going to buy an NFT right now, and I would not recommend buying anything other than Cyberkong babies, this Cyberkong, if you have enough money for a Genesis, or Cyberkong VX, this is another Cyberkong related item. They have a little bit more, the quantity's a little higher here, but they have a lot of utility, but I would probably just buy a baby as quick as possible. These are gonna start flying, okay? But anyway, when you do buy a NFT, what you need to do is you need to buy 2 of them, okay? Because God, I wish I would have bought 2 of those Genesis Kongs, right? Because then I could sell one right now for 100 Ethereum and double my money. But I can't now because I can't sell my Kong because it has too much freaking utility. I can't sell it, okay? So you need to buy 2 every time you buy one. That's a very good tip, and a lot of smart NFT people are doing that. So, you guys ready for the last NFT that I'm invested in? It is this, okay? This is Derace. And I know I've been talking about this a lot. It's a coin, but it's also an NFT. And this is why I'm so excited about this NFT project, okay? This is by far my biggest holding, guys. I'm not kidding. Like, I hold more of this than anything else, okay? As you can see in my portfolio, it is number 1. Number 1 most held thing. If you don't have this, this is going to $10 like stat. Like stat, okay? And so if you are not holding the Derace coin Dirk, you're gonna get crushed, because this horse is going to have the same elements that my man Gussie, my main man, my Genesis Kong has. Okay, guys, like, look at this. It's going to have utility, okay? If we go to the Derace Twitter, okay? Oh crap, this is this is one of the guys in this guy's an MMA fighter. He is in the Genesis Kong Discord. He is hilarious. He always talks about cutting his dick off if the floor of Genesis Kongz doesn't reach 1,000 Ethereum. I'm like, bro, don't cut your dick off. Don't do it. You don't need to. It's okay. We still love you, okay? These are the type of people you're in there with. Okay, but let me show you. So if you go to the Derace Twitter, they're talking about their... God, they have a lot of tweets. First of all, they're partnering with Alex Becker, so that's a pretty good sign. They are talking about how these assets can be used both in-game, as an investment, or both. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Basically what's going to happen is these horses are going to poop money. Remember how I said they're going to poop money? You're going to be able to use your horse in races. People are going to be able to rent out your horse for races. People are going to be able to bet on your horse, and you're going to get a share of that betting. They're going to poop money. If you have, and think about it, guys. If you have an amazing racehorse, a Clydesdale, I don't know what the hell racehorses are called. Does anyone know the name of racehorses? If you have a glorious racehorse that you can race in the Kentucky Derby, that thing shits money. Right? Like there's just so many people that want a piece of that horse, whether it's with branding or marketing or betting or actually winning the race and winning earnings from winning the race. There are so many ways to make money from owning a horse, which is why rich people own a lot of nice racehorses, okay? And it's going to be the same thing in the cryptoverse, in the internet verse, okay? So I'm going to own a ton of these horses, but the only thing I can own right now before the horses are launched at the end of the month is the token. So that's why I have a ton of the tokens. So I would just buy the token now and then buy the horses when they come out, okay? But as far as community, I think they're also going to do this as well because they're being advised by Becker, and Becker knows that this is important, and you could have, and obviously a community is always, there's always a community around the racetrack, right? Like if any of you guys have watched Peaky Blinders, like a community always rises up around a racetrack anyway, so I'm not really worried about that. And then incentive to hold, are you serious? Like buy 6 of these horses, don't buy 2, right? Because you're going to want to hold onto your prized racehorse if it's pooping out money. You're going to want to keep racing it. You're going to want people to keep betting on it. You're going to want to keep making money from it. Okay, so that's what I got. If you're investing in NFTs right now, guys, you really need to be careful. There's a lot of like scammers out there, okay? There's a lot of shit out there. They want you to mint their NFT, but there's 15,000 units. The art is shit. And no one cares anymore, okay? I don't know if you've noticed this. Last thing, don't leave yet. Just hold on a second. I don't know if you've noticed this, but the only NFT that really has gone up lately is this. Like, this has gone from 40 ETH to 90 ETH. Punks got crushed the other day. I lost a lot of money. Apes got crushed. The floor on the Bored Apes is down to like $40. It was at like 55 at one point, right? People are getting crushed out there, and that's even on the blue chips. Like these, punks and blue chips are going to be around. Like these are going to be around when my kids are alive, right? But the other ones, all these other crap that you guys are buying on OpenSea, like, are you serious? You're buying stuff down here? You're buying some of this crap. Why? Like, calm the hell down and buy some altcoins. These people are just trying to grab money from you guys. They don't care about you. They are launching things with a 9,000 units. They have no utility. They have no community. They have no game plan. Their only game plan is to take money out of your pocket and put it in theirs. And even worse than that, a lot of you guys are out here whining. You're like, oh, I don't even have enough money for gas. I can't even mint anything. Well, if you don't have enough money for gas, okay, like on the Ethereum network, if you can't afford to literally light a $100 bill on fire, because that is what it is. That is what the Ethereum network is right now. Every time you do something, you're lighting a $100 bill on fire. If you can't afford to do that, you should not be doing NFTs. Like, do I need to raise my voice more? What you need to be doing if you have a little bit of money to multiply that money is go back to my effing video from yesterday, my entire 10x altcoin portfolio, and watch it. Watch it soon, because Polkadot is going up quick and it's going to leave you behind. You still have a chance, guys. Look at this, okay? Polkadot, this chart is the best chart in all of crypto. It won't load. Hold on. Oh, that's Pokedex. Excuse me. Hold on. Let me pull Polkadot. This chart will change your life and make you a millionaire. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. This chart, look at this. If it breaks this all-time high right here, it's going to $100. That's all you need to know, okay? Right now, it's at $35. So it literally has $10 to go before it is going to a rocket ship. It is going to look exactly like this, okay? Look at this. It's the Solana chart. Once it broke its all-time high, it went on a rocket ship journey. Do you want to be on the rocket ship, or do you want to be sitting on the sideline buying stupid NFTs from idiots who are trying to steal from you? I don't know. You decide. See you later. Love you. Bye.